Roar. Is that how lions roar? Roar. Lions roar, right? I know tigers, they don't roar. And I know cheetahs, they meow. Yeah, I know, that's weird. Well, anyway, hey guys, it's your girl Peggy here. Welcome back to my art channel. Thank you so much for coming over here. Yeah, so I finally finished my lion drawing. I named him Lionel the lion. Yeah, so this drawing is pretty fun. It took me about, I would say, maybe 36 hours. I spent like a few hours every day drawing it, so it's not that bad. And I use Prismacolor pencils as well as some ink and acrylic markers to do this drawing. More details of the materials that I use for this drawing will be down in the description box, and I also talk about it at the end of this video. Yeah, so for now, here is the drawing process. Rawr. Alright, so drawing a lion. Right, so at the beginning of this drawing, I have no idea how I was gonna do this. Yeah, I really have no idea, and there's so much details on it. I've not done a lion before, so I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna draw this with so much details? Oh my god! So after getting over the panic, I thought I'll just start on his face first. You know, I'll just start on a small area and then we'll see where it goes. So starting on the lion's face, I decided to do the dark shades first. I always start with the darker shade. So I'm using a dark gray color pencil to color in the dark patterns first. So for a rather complicated drawing like that, I'll recommend concentrating on one small area at a time. Like now I'm just focusing on the upper part of his face. I try not to look at the whole picture at this point because it can feel really overwhelming, you know, panic attack in. So the trick here is to just do one small step at a time. So after adding the dark shades and getting a general outline of his upper face, I'm now starting to add other colors to it. I'm using a lighter gray-brown pencil to add some brown color to it. So after adding the brown, now I'm adding some orange. Now I'm doing the lower part of his face, and just like the upper part, I'm adding in the colors layer by layer. At this point, it kind of looks like a dog, doesn't it? Maybe I should do a dog next. What do you think? Maybe like a husky or something. I like husky. Okay, now I'm doing the top part of his face. You know, I never noticed how long and big a lion's face is. It seems to kind of goes on forever, doesn't it? It's like so long. Alright, so the next step now is the blending process. I'm using a colorless blender pencil to do the blending. And for the lighter areas, I'm using a white colored pencil to do the blending. So as you can see, after the blending process, some of the colors are kind of lost after the blending and kind of look bland. So now I'm adding colors and details back to the drawing. So I pretty much repeat the same steps throughout the whole drawing. So first I add in colors in layers, and then I blend it, and then I add back colors to it. You know, without the lower part of his mouth, he really does look like a dog. Alright, so over here I kind of noticed that I kind of overcolored his forehead a little bit, and I want there to be more white shades on it, so I'm using my electric eraser to erase some parts of it to get the white shades. So the electric eraser here is a good tool to lighten some parts. Now we're moving on to the lion's mane. So like his face, I always start off with the darker shades. I'm using the dark gray pencil. And now gradually I'm adding some colors to it. A little bit of brown, a little bit of light brown, a little bit of orange. And now comes the blending process. For the lighter parts of his mane, I'm using white or very light beige colored pencil to do the blending for a really smooth, milky finish. And now I'm adding colors back and sharpening the details on the mane. Okay, now I'm doing the lower part of his mouth. This is what turns the dog into a lion. Now I've completed the right side of his mane, I'll move on to complete the left side of his mane, which is pretty much the same process as the right, so I will skip over the left part and move on to the next step. So as you can see, I've completed the left side of his mane. Now I've come to one of the final steps, which is to add ink on the drawing to enhance the colors. So I'm using a zebra highlighter creative marker to add ink to it. This is one of my favorite parts of the drawing, as this is where you can really see the drawing coming to life. So I'm adding the ink on the darker parts of the drawing, and then I'm using a rolled up paper stump to kind of spread and push the ink around. Now we've come to the final step. I'm using a white acrylic marker to add in the lion's whiskers and the fine hairs. I'm also using the white marker to add in some individual strands of hair on his mane to add details to it. And I'm using my blender pencil to kind of help the acrylic paint blend in with the drawing. So after adding all the white whiskers and hairs and highlights, I consider my lion drawing done. Alright, so this is how I completed my lion drawing. It has been really fun, you know, after getting over the panic attack in the beginning. It's a really fun drawing. Feel free to let me know what other animals you guys would like me to draw, you know, dog, I don't know, eagle or wolf. I don't know, the top part of his face, like his eyes kind of looks like a wolf, so I was thinking wolf. Yeah, feel free to suggest any animals you guys would like to see drawn in colored pencils, or any any celebrities or movie posters. Let me know down in the comments. And also, if you do colored pencils as well, feel free to share with me any tips and tricks you guys have to do a good drawing. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you as well. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming over here. Be sure to subscribe for more awesome drawing videos like this, and go check out my art channel, my eating channel. I recently just did a Shake Shack challenge. I attempted to eat 10 Shack burgers. That was a delicious challenge. Yeah, and feel free to suggest what other eating challenges you guys would like me to do. Okay, so my art channel, my eating videos and my art videos that I just mentioned, they'll all pop out on the end screen to my left and to my right. So I'll see you there. Go check it out.